What is up, guys? This is Kobe here, and we have recently just got some news that flames are coming to GMS. And today, I'm going to tell you guys how they work and how you're going to be getting them. So, there are 8 flames in the game, but I only have 7 because the last one is really hard to get my hands on. But it's actually the worst flame in the entire game, so I don't really have to cover it. But the first 5 flames work the exact same way, and then the last 2 flames work the exact same way. So, first things first, let's go ahead and go over these first 5 flames here, known as resurrection flames. These resurrection flames can only roll for 1 to 4 options on very few armors and weapons. You can pretty much not use these on most of the armors or weapons in the game. They are the most useless flames, and if you get them, it's better off just extracting them. And if you're not in reboot, if you are in reboot, drop them. Just get rid of them, discard them, completely just eviscerate these flames. They are not good. But in the off chance that you do end up using this flame on an item, if it can be used, the options that you get range from tiers 1 to 4, with 4 being really rare. The maximum amount of tiers there are when it comes to flaming is 7. So from 1 to 4, that's really bad. So you can kind of tell that these flames aren't good at all. And if you do end up flaming them on very low level equipment that is completely free of trade, then they become tradable until equipped, and they will have a silver scissor limit of 5. And if you don't know what silver scissors are, they are scissors that you could buy at the Hennessy's potion shop, or any potion shop for that matter, for about 20 million each. And like I said, these flames are bad. They're not really that good. If you're a normal server, extract them if you get the chance. If you're in reboot, drop them entirely. Now, next up, we got the big bad boys here. Crimson, Red, and Rainbow. These affect all levels versus the Resurrection Flames, which can only go up to level 150. Level 150 armor and weapons and whatnot. So what these flames do is that once you use them, they can guarantee for 4 options on special armors and weapons. Basically anything that comes from a boss, like CRA, Empress, boss accessory set, maybe Gollux, no confirmation because Gollux is in the KMS, but this ranges from anything except for Pendants, really, because you can't roll 4 options on the Chaos Horntail Pendant unless you get really lucky. It's the same drawbacks on as if you were to use a Resurrection Flame on a low level equipment. That's kind of how that works when trying to use a red on a Horntail Pendant. You're not gonna roll for anything too hot, really. So when you do roll with a red flame, the options rolled with it range from tier 3 to 6, with 6 being the rare stat you can get. And then rolled with Rainbow are ranged from tiers 4 to 7. 7 is the best one, but once again, it's very hard to get. So as you can tell, rolling with the Rainbow is guaranteed to give you 4 options, and all of them will end up at least being tier 4. So that's how good Rainbow Flames can be. But if you do end up flaming an item, the item will have a PSOK limit of 10. The only way you can get rid of these limits are using special innocent scrolls that can get rid of stars, scrolling, the flame, but reset its PSOK limit. So if you're willing to do that to the entire item, which I say is definitely not worth it, Sweetwater, not like you do it with that anyway, then, if you don't think that's worth, then you're gonna have to choose your PSOKing wisely. So, let me get into the items that cannot be flamed, and then the amount of options that there are on an item in total. You cannot flame totems, codex, rings, shoulder, except for Scarlet, android, emblem, badge, medal, secondary, including katana or KATARA, and a heart. So, Like I said before, you can roll for 4 options, but that's 4 out of 19 total options. There's 19 different options across armor and 19 different options across weapons. So you might be wondering, what are these 19 options? Well, for armor, I'll go ahead and start. There's strength, dex, int, luck, strength and dex, strength and int, strength and luck, dex and int, dex and luck, int and luck, weapon attack, magic attack, defense, HP, MP, speed, jump, all stats, and equip level reduction. So what I just showed you were charts that range from it ranges from the stat that I showed you, and then on the left side it says what level it is, and then on the top it says the tier. So if you were to roll a tier 7 strength on a level 200, or let's say like an arcane hat, so level 200, that would be 77 strength, and that's only one of 4 options that you can roll. It is possible to get 4 tier 7s, but the chances of that are probably harder than winning the lottery, so it's not easy. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the options for the weapons. The first 10 are basically the same, so I'll just go ahead and start off with 11 and 12 being weapon and magic attack, which are percentages of the base weapon attack or magic attack that is on the weapon. We've already went through defense, HP, MP, and all stats, so let's talk more about damage, boss damage, and that's it. We already went through equip level reduction as well. So that's about 4 new things that's on the weapon versus it's not on the armor. Of course, the weapon and magic attack are different because weapon and magic attack on armor only ranges from 1 to 7. Meanwhile, for weapons, it is based on the base attack of the weapon. And it can give you magic attack as well, even if the weapon only has weapon attack. It's pretty sad, honestly. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to show you guys my equips. They all have 4 options out of the 19 that I just listed for armor and weapons, and I will go over what these options are on my gear. But before I do that, let's talk about the ideal flame that you do want to roll. So, what you should aim for on armor, as a regular class with 1 main stat that's not HP, you'd get main stat first. Second would be main stat and secondary stat. Third stat would be main stat and random stat or attack. And then last but would be all stat percent. Now, this is very, very, very difficult to roll. Try landing the 4 out of the 19 that you want. It is RNG heavy to the max. It just picks 4 randomly out the ass. Anyway, for Xenon, it's even harder because it's going to be strength, dex, luck, and all stat. Try rolling that on all your gear. And then for Demon Avenger, this one was kind of hard to think of because there's not really that many. There's not really 4 useful ones for Demon Avenger, so I went with HP, attack, strength, and all stat percent. 3 and 4 will help, but not by much. So you really only need to go for HP and attack, really. And then for weapons, which is also very, very hard to roll, would be your attack, damage percent, boss damage percent, and then all stat or main stat, depending on what you feel would be better for you. Now, when I say attack or magic attack, it should be at least around level 5 if it's not an arcane. If it's an arcane, it should at least be level 6. That's what my main goal was for my weapon. I just wanted to hit level 6 attack, and even if that was the only useful thing on my weapon, I would have been done. So, I'm going to show you guys my gear, at least my flame stat gear, and then I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to talk about the 4 options that are shown on each piece of gear, except for Chaos Horntail Pendant, of course. That only has 2. You got the pocket item. The pocket item's first option is level 6 strength with 48. Second option is strength and dex level 5, each having 20. Third option is strength and int level 5, each being 20. And the fourth option is dex and luck level 6, each being 24. Now, all these options range from level 5 to level 6, meaning this was more than likely rainbow flamed. All the strength that I got from all the options in total add up to 88, and then all the dex that I got added up to 44. And now we have the Chaos Horntail Pendant. Level 4 strength, and then level 4 strength and int. So 28 strength, and then 16 strength and int. So 28 plus 16 is 44, and that's how I got that. It more than likely was red flamed, maybe even rainbowed, just because of how much of a bitch Chaos Horntail Pendants are. I'm guessing it is because of the, I wouldn't say it's because of the white dot. I'm confused with the white and gray dot thing to this day, because like I thought I had it down, and then I tried to flame it using a resurrection flame, right? And it wouldn't let me, even though it has a white dot. So now I'm kind of at a loss for it. But anyway, we have this Dominator Pendant that is still kind of in the making. It's got level 5. What is that? Yeah, that's level 5 HP and MP, with each having 2100. Level 3 jump with 3 jump. And then level 4 all stats with 4% all stat. Because there's level 3 on it, you could tell that this Dominator was flamed with a red flame. Now we go to my arcane weapon, which has level 6 weapon attack, which is 142. Level 6 strength and luck, which is 36 strength and luck. Level 4 dex, 44 dex, and then level 6 luck, which is 66 luck. So remember, with the strength and luck, and then the luck alone, 36 plus 66 equals 102. And that's how that's there. Now for the belt, we have level 6 strength, which is 48. Level 4 speed, which is 4. Level 3 jump, which is 3. And then level 4 all stats, which is 4%. And then because, once again, there's a level 3 there, it has been red flamed. And then here's actually kind of my most interesting ones. We got my Absolab hat. This has level 3 strength. I kid you not. Level 3. Meaning that this item right here was flamed with a red flame. You can roll over 100 stat on Absa with a red flame. Given the chances are really, really low, it shows that it's possible. But anyway, that's 27 strength right there. Next up, we've got strength and dex level 5, which is 25 each. Strength and int level 5, which is 25 each. And then strength and luck level 6, which is 30 each. Now the face accessory, this is probably the only, this is the only equipment I have that has a level 7. So I'll go ahead and start off with the level 6 strength, which is 36. Level 4 defense, which is 24. Level 4 jump, which is 4. And then level 7 all stats, which is 7%. And we already know how rare 7% is to land. I say probably like 1%, maybe a tiny bit higher, but for the most part, that's really about it. Now we got the eye accessory. Eye accessory, level 5 strength, 35 strength. Level 5 strength and luck, which is 20 each. We have level 5 speed, which is 5 speed, and level 6 jump, which is 6. This was red flame because I remember trying to red flame it. Next up, we do have the Chaos Root Abyss top, which has a level 3 strength flame on it, which is only 24. Level 4 dex, which is 32. Level 5 jump, which is 5, and level 5 all stats, which is 5% all stats. And then for the Chaos Root Abyss bottom, we have level 5 strength, 40 strength. Level 4 strength in int, which is 16 on each. Level 3 HP, level 5 HP, which is 2250 HP. And then level 5 defense, which is 40 defense. Shoe, level 5 strength, 45. Level 4 dex, 36. And then level 5 jump and all stat. Kind of get through it a little quicker now. For the E-ring, we have level 5 strength, which is 40 strength. Level 4 strength and dex, which is 16 on each. Level 4 jump, level 5 all stats. Glove, level 4 attack, level 4 speed, level 5 jump, and level 6 all stats. And then last, we have the cape, which is level 5 strength, about 45 strength, level 5 strength and luck, which is 25 of both strength and luck, and then level 4 attack, and I believe that's level 6 defense, since it's at 54. Yeah, that's level 6 defense. So now you have a clue on how, you know, flames can be worked with, and it is possible for Arcane Shade gear to roll something as high and as nonsensical as 161 stat along with 7% all stat. But those are all tier 7s, so that's probably never gonna happen. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the gear showcase regarding flames. Now it's time to talk about how we get them. Now my favorite way of getting flames is through the Legion coin shop. They only cost 100 coins each for a red. You can buy 3 of them per week and they'll reset every Monday. Next up is the dojo shop. You can buy 1 red per week for 25,000 points. And once again, it reset every Monday. Next up we have Ursus, which is unlimited. There's no limit to how many flames you can get, but you need these materials to be able to purchase the flames. Next up, we've got the Critias coin shop or crafting materials. So this only applies to normal servers. You can buy this red flame for 5 coins each. You need 5 of them to craft a flame, so 25 Critias coins. Once again, the same coins used to buy Tyrant gloves with. And then for rainbow flames, you need 50 coins to buy 5 of these. Another normal server only method of getting flames is once again getting crafting materials from digging up legendary veins, usually ones that are around all of MapleStory pretty much. You get those legendary vein where you dig them up, you get the red or purple flame, and then you either craft a rainbow or a red with them. Next up, since I can't really go and demonstrate anymore, we have event coin shops. Red flames usually go for about 80 coins in the coin shops, and rainbow goes for about 200. You could buy 5 red and 3 rainbows per season, and most coin shops usually have about 2 seasons. So during a big event, you could buy about 10 reds and 6 rainbows per character. Just keep that in mind. Next up, we have elite monsters and bosses. This is one of the very heavy RNG ways to get red or rainbow, and it's not crafting materials either. It's the flame straight up, red or rainbow. Rainbow flame is the best reward to ever drop from elite bosses, but it's very, very rare. I've only ever gotten it once, and there's that. Next up, we have Frito and Infernal Wolf, which gives a red flame. I believe the final bag gives a rainbow flame, but at a very, very low chance. After that, we have surprise missions, which can also give red or rainbow flames. Once again, very, very low. It's all RNG dependent. Next up, we have the reboot only Hennessy's shop. You could buy them for 9.5 million meso each. Only 9.5 mil. So you guys will be racking up with hundreds and hundreds of flames once this system gets released. And then next up, we have another reboot only, in which bosses will have a rare chance of dropping red or rainbow. They are guaranteed to drop the resurrection flames for their level, but red and rainbow is a very big RNG factor. This may only apply to reboot only, because I know I never got a red or a rainbow flame from any bossing I have ever done on KMS normal servers with any of my characters, so I can easily say it's not possible. And that's it for how you get flames. Now for crafting, you need level 11 accessory crafting for red and level 12 accessory crafting for rainbow. In order to craft a red, you need 30 mana crystals, 30 fine spell essences, 5 rebirth fragments, and 5 unrelenting flames. And to craft a rainbow flame, you need 40 mana crystals, 20 grand spell essences, 10 rebirth fragments, and 5 forever unrelenting flames. So in order to obtain these rebirth fragments that you guys see here, you must extract resurrection flames using a scroll extractor machine created by an alchemist. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if alchemists can extract scrolls alone or not. I mean, after all, I am a level 10 alchemist, and I've tried to figure it out, but I couldn't. If there's a way, I need to figure it out ASAP. But you do need one of these scroll extractors if you're not an alchemist, created by yet another alchemist, and they have to be at least level 11 in the alchemy field to make it. So once they have that down, they can set it there, and then you can come through, and then you can extract your flames and get these rebirth flames. And then with these rebirth flames, you will be able to craft flames. That's about it. I, for the most part, covered everything I needed to about flames. If you want to know more detail about the stats they can get, Austin, aka ZOMG Knit, made a pretty informative video on how that works, so I'm gonna plug that in the description, and you can go ahead and double check that. But for the most part, I was going through my point of view, showing you guys the option, how many options you could roll, and what options I've rolled on my equipment for the most part. Once again, if you're trying to go for a certain amount of stat, like rolling a specific 4 out of these 19 options, don't expect it. It is hard. It is almost impossible at that. You will be getting mad. You're gonna be spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of flames, and it's not gonna look good. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video regarding flames. Hope you guys learned a thing or two. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, that is if you want to, and I'll be bringing back some more great content to you guys later. Peace out, everybody.